Hey guys, Aaron here, and today I'm going to show you how to upload your game or your app that you've made onto the Google Play Store. So, as you can see, I have two apps on the Google Play Store that I've made right now. So, yeah, this is how to make Android games and stuff like that. The first thing, or the things that you're going to need, is the Android SDK. So you can go download that. I'll link it in the description, the download link or the page where you download it. And you're gonna want to install the Android SDK tools, the SDK platform tools, and the SDK build tools. Um, and then you're also gonna need these are like the Android versions. You're gonna need to get gonna need to get 2.2, 3.1, 3.2, 4.2.2, and the version you have on your phone that you're going to be testing your app on. So, I don't know why you need these certain versions of Android. I think it's just I don't know, something with that. But, yeah, so just get all those things. You're also going to need to get the Java SDK, the JDK, they call it. Um, and then as well as the Android module for Gamemaker. And if you don't have that, you're not going to be able to upload and test. Um, so once you have those things, you can go to, as you can see, I just have a really simple game here. Let me let it launch. I have a really simple game here where you just tap on the screen and it creates these little faces. So you're going to want to go to File, Preferences, go over here to Android. Or no, first go to Web Server. And now you don't have to add the web root directory or the web browser location. You can just leave those. Same with the ports. But this IP thing, this is your local IP address for your computer. And you want to make sure that's correct. So just search for CMD. And this is the command prompt, and then just type in IP config, and this will show you your IP network stuff. So your IP4 address, the 192, this thing, just make sure that's the same, which for some reason mine isn't the same. I'm not sure. Mine works though, but I'm not sure why that is, what that's for. But, yeah. I don't know why it works, but whatever. So, you want to make sure that's correct. For some reason mine works and it's not correct. I don't know why that's doing that, but, and then go to Android, and here's where you link your Android SDK, your Java JDK, and your key store file. So, So your Android SDK, if you don't know where that installed, just go to the SDK manager and it'll say right here. So it says this is where it's on my desktop. It's in that folder. And just link it there, and then you can click check Android SDK, and it'll make sure that it can it'll find it and make sure that it's linked and stuff like that. And this is really helpful for that. And then as well as the Java JDK, that's in my program files, and yeah, and then the private key store file. You might not have one when you first do this, but right here you can create one. So I just called my file name key store. I set a password. My common name, I just put my name. Development semicolon games. That's kind of like me and my friend's name for our games. And then your location. You don't really have to. You can just put whatever for this, it doesn't really matter, but just make sure you don't change it in the process of exporting your game, or else it'll mess some stuff up. And then you can just click generate and link it. And yeah, so that's basically it for the preferences. Then you can go to your global game settings. Oops. You can go to Android. Make sure interpolate colors between pixels is off. That'll just make sure that your pixel art, if you have pixel art, it's not like blurry or anything. And then you can change the name, the version number, the package name, which what you're going to want to do is put the name of your game, and then your company name. So for me, it'll be semicolon games, and put underscores for spaces, or else it won't work. It's basically like a backwards URL. So, and then you can set the orientation. Mine's landscape, and all these icons and stuff. You can set all that. Make sure you set those before you export it, or else you'll have no icon for your game and it won't work. Yeah, and then you can just go through here and just make sure everything's set, and click OK. Okay, so now you can change your target to Android, and make sure your phone is plugged in, and then basically you can just run the game, and make sure your phone is on when you run the game, but you can just run the game and it'll launch on your phone. So here I'll show that. Okay, so here I have my phone plugged in, and in Gamemaker I just hit play, and it'll take a second to load up, but you can see it's compiling like right back there on my screen. It takes a little bit longer than launching it in Windows. Yeah, and then here you can see my game. You can tap, and there's the little characters. And this is so you can test your game and stuff like that, and just make sure everything's working. But yeah, my webcam is not the best. Sorry about all the blur and stuff, but yeah, you can see that it's working. And then to close it, I can just get rid of that, and it'll close. So yeah, that's how you test your app and stuff like that on your Android phone. And then now I'm going to go back into Gamemaker and show you how to export it and set up the store listing and stuff like that. Okay, so now back in Gamemaker, if you want to export your game, if you got everything all set up and stuff like that, and it's working on your phone and stuff, go here and go to File, click Create Application, and then it'll export as an Android APK. And you can just change the name to whatever you want. Just make sure you leave 1.0.0. That way the Google Play knows what version number it is. But you can call yours like Faced Fall or whatever. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to export it since it's a really stupid game. And this is just for a tutorial. But just click Save and it'll export it. And it takes about a minute, 2 minutes. For me, so yeah, once you're done with that, you can go to the Google Play Developer Console. If you don't have a Google Play Developer account yet, you have to set one up. It's $25 fee. It's a $25 fee the first time you set it up. So yeah, just get that and go to your Developer Console, and then you can add a new application and call this like, oops, Jesus, I can't type. Face Fall. There we go. And then you can upload your APK, or just prepare the store listing before you upload it. And then you can just add the description and the long description, and then some screenshots, high-res icon, so like a 512 by 512 icon. Feature graphic or a promo graphic. You can also put in a video, like a YouTube video. You can change this to games. Let's see, like it's like an arcade game, I guess. And then content rating. Right here, you can click this link, and it'll show you like content rating, like how to rate it. Website, you don't have to put that in. Phone number, email, privacy policy. I usually I'm not sure how to do the privacy policy. You have to provide a URL for it or something like that, and then it doesn't really show how to make it. So I just click not submitting a privacy policy, and it seems to work. So I hope I'm not doing something really wrong or something like that. So and then you can save that or whatever. And here's where you upload your APKs. So if you're updating your game, you just export another APK from Gamemaker, and you just upload it, and it'll be like 1.0.01 or 1.0.1 or 1.1.0 or whatever. whatever you're doing. And then pricing and distribution. To do paid applications, you have to make a merchant account and stuff like that. Mine are just free with ads. And if you want to put ads on your game, you can. Well, I'll make a separate tutorial for how to put ads using AdMob. You can see here's my AdMob account. I've made only $1, but whatever. But yeah, this is use AdMob and you implement it into Gamemaker and stuff like that. So, uh, yeah, so that's basically it for exporting and publishing to Google Play. Um, Again, I'll make another video for uh, using AdMob and making ads and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I think that's pretty much it. I got everything on my list on my other screen done, so yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.